let's do it. Come on in. Come on in now. So, Auntie Lee, yeah, can do a thing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yo. Welcome back to Kicking It with Auntie Leah. I'm so glad you guys, my goodness, let me pour this down, have decided to come back and kick it with me tonight. I am waiting on my co-host, Jay, to come into the house. We're waiting on a little bit more people come into the house. Let's see who we got with us right now. Hey, Barbara Jay. Hey, baby. Good to see you. We're waiting on Jay, Young Nine, to come into the house, into the building. This is a songography that I wrote for Kendrick Johnson. So we'll just enjoy that for a minute until he comes in. Because justice is coming. Yeah.
The ground started talking back.
I don't know when he's gonna come in. But you know me.
Autopsy one say accident, but injury say fight. Jaw bruise, face swollen, that don't come from the night. Paramedics saw things they pretending not to see. Lividity don't lie, bodies tell stories. Timeline took it, witnesses missing. Evidence gone, but the question still listening. Who walked in the gym? Who walked out clean? Why the narrative fixed before facts was seen? Organs missing, weight plates whispered. Affidavit sworn, truth still resisted. You can bury with punks, but you can't bury pain. Every cover word leaves fingerprints of shame. Justice is coming, stop. Say his name. Kendrick, don't stop. Justice is coming, yeah. Paper chain. Oh yeah. We won't stop. We can't stop. Won't stop. Lungs keep knocking like stay high. Justice is coming. Yeah. Hit a drum. Kangas only marching. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah. Video gaps where answers should breathe. Surveillance quiet when they needed to speak. Man standing vertical, body don't fit. Sands waved off so the lie could sit. Sheriff inflicting by showing teeth. Second investigation, still protecting belief. But God sees files you never release. And the blood still crying out from beneath. You tried to discredit witness and smell a fight. But every line needs 10 more lives about the night. Fear is the weapon they want us to use. But faith hit harder when truth breaks through. God didn't give us faith, He gave us power. God didn't give us science, He gave us voices. God didn't give us confusion, He gave us a sound mind. And truth got patience. Justice got timing. This ain't conspiracy, this is packing work. Page numbers, signatures, evidence hurts. When you light it all up, story collapse. Too many cracks in the accident, man. Brother still grinding, father still waiting. Community's tying the truth being catered. This case bigger than one young man. It's a mirror for the system and the blood on his end. You thought time would make us forget, but time made us sharper, asking more questions yet. Every post, every stare, every prayer in the dark lit another flame, spark another spark. Justice is coming. Say his name. Kendrick Johnson. Justice is coming. Speak the truth. We won't stop. We can't stop. Truth don't fight. Can't steal hot. Justice is coming. Mark my words. Pages only standing.
Just comment in the comments.
This ain't about clout. This ain't about clicks.
Come on.
This is about a life that mattered and a system that panicked. The truth didn't stay there.
They're gonna let Auntie dance.
You can delay justice. You can deny justice. But you cannot output it. Justice. But Catcher Johnson is coming. Cause KJ's farming.
Oh, they mad.
Won't stop.
Oh, they real mad.
And we can't stop.
y'all?
Zodi.
But justice is coming. It's been going on too long.
Roll Mac Cole's case. Muhan. But you gon' die.
Too long, y'all. Justice is coming.
Hey, Jason, don't just appear.
Got him still allowing you
To the
to
Bruce
hear it.
Power says.
I'm
Be
still allowing
quiet.
my
They been digging. And the ground started talking back.
Hey, Brother Jay.
Yo. Autopsy one say accident, but injury say fight. Jaw bruise, face swollen, that don't come from the night. Paramedics saw things they pretending not to see. Lividity don't lie, bodies tell stories. Timeline took it, when the sin's missing. Evidence gone, but the question still listening. Who walked in the gym? Who walked out clean? Why the narrative fixed before
Welcome back to Kicking It with Auntie Leah. I am so happy to see you guys are back in the house with me again. You guys were with me last night. I appreciate you. We met this lovely young granddaughter named Shaneria. And you guys decided to come back the very next night to kick it with Auntie Leah again. And I appreciate you. Tonight we're talking about the Kendrick Johnson, the greatest. That's what he wanted to be. And that's who he still is today. He still is the greatest. Because when we, and I say we, not me, solve this crime, the cover up of the industry, it's going to open up avenues. There's so many other justices for injustices. We're not stopping here. We're not stopping here. But tonight we will honor Kendrick Johnson, Jackie Johnson, Kenneth Johnson Jr., Kenyatta Johnson, and Kendra Johnson. Did you know that Miss Jackie lost 2 children? Kendra Johnson was born unalived. So she came into this world not alive. I do believe that Kendrick Johnson was her rainbow child. So just imagine how important this young king wasn't to her. He was very important to her, God-given. And then these monsters, these jealous monsters with no hearts and souls came and snuffed his life. And then on top of that, not only did they snuff Kendrick's life, they tried to take theirs. They wouldn't let them mourn. They wouldn't allow them to have peace or anything of that nature. Okay, so the other Jay, I keep wanting to say Mizak, but it's not Mizak. He's in the chat, so let me go ahead and copy the link. Tonight we're going to be reviewing someone else's video. Because people have been asking me over and over and over again to watch this video. So when I watched this video, I was like, oh my God. Right? It's like everything that we have found on this journey these last few months, KJ's Army. This woman said, now let me be clear. I'm a Christian woman. I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual. For some reason, I like Sloan Bella. I do. And I think it's because one day I heard her say, when someone asked her, well, who do you believe in? Who do you believe in? She was like, Jesus. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe it's a mystery. It's something that we don't quite understand. But what I will tell you is when Sloan Bella speaks, it comes to pass. That I will vouch. We see it. Hey, J9, you in the house? You in the house? You in the house? Nephew was kind of high because he got a toothache and he on that good stuff, that good pain pill.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro. I keep wanting to say Mizak, Jay Mizak. Y'all, I miss my other nephew because his name was Jay as well. But this is Jay Young 9 in the house with us again. We so appreciate you for always willing to kick it with Auntie Leah. Share the live, Jay, because they don't know we live, right?
I did.
Let me go ahead and
While I was
share
having my
that.
while I was having my technical difficulties, I went ahead and shared it on my page.
I need everybody to share the live. It is so important to share the live, guys, because you know how ScrewTube is. And also remember that you're able to become a member on this channel for as little as $2.99 a month. We have a goal of 10 super chats per live. If you want to participate in that, that is appreciated as well, because believe it or not, it takes money to produce content, quality content.
Hey,
So,
everybody.
I just want to say hey to everybody. Mickey, aka Fluffy, Patricia Blair. We got all the mods. We got TT Ma in the house. We got It's Shanaria in the house. Welcome at Jenny. Thank you so much for being here, love. Thank you to everybody who took out their time tonight to see what we're about to produce tonight for Justice for KJ. I am getting ready to share this real quick. And we'll get right into the video. You see, what happens is YouTube doesn't like me to talk about Kendrick Johnson. They actually demonetize every video I do about him. And actually, Shanaria, they demonetized the video I did about your grandfather last night. But I don't care about that. This channel, all my channels will continue to be raw, real, uncensored until they take them. Period. And I pray they don't take them. But we didn't do anything. We didn't say anything wrong. The censorship is crazy work. It's crazy work. So, without any further ado, we're going to get right into the video because I know you good people got to work tomorrow. Please share the live. We don't have a lot with us. We never do when we're talking about Kendrick Johnson. But it's okay because his name is getting out there. Believe it or not, it's getting out there. So let's go ahead and get the video up on the screen and just start. Where are we? Right here?
He's a Libra sun with a Taurus moon. So he's a lover, not a fighter. I'm not saying he wouldn't fight, and I'm not saying he's not stubborn. What I'm saying to you is he's a lover, not a fighter.
Kendrick Johnson was a 17-year-old honor student, athlete, and son. On January 11, 2013, he was found deceased inside a rolled-up wrestling mat at Lowndes High School in Valdosta, Georgia. Authorities ruled his death an accident, calling it positional asphyxia. But questions surrounding the evidence, the investigation, and the handling of the scene have never gone away. For Kendrick's family and for many who have examined this case, the search for truth did not end with that ruling. Because when questions remain unanswered, justice remains unfinished.
Family. Kendrick Johnson's story does not end with an accident ruling, because when you look closer, nothing about this case sits right. There are discrepancies that don't align, timelines that shift, decisions that were made too fast, and questions that were never answered. Witnesses came forward, and then they were silenced. Some statements were minimized, others disappeared altogether. Evidence that should have been preserved was altered or destroyed. The gym where Kendrick was found was renovated before the investigation was complete, and Kendrick's own body was handled in a way that prevented independent review. That alone should make anyone pause. But then there are the stories students have told for years about what was happening inside the old gym at Lowndes High School, claims of an underground fight club, something students say everybody knew about, something they say faculty and staff knew about too. If that's true, then we have to ask, what was really happening in that gym? Who knew? And what was Kendrick Johnson exposed to that day? This is not about conspiracy, it's about patterns. When witnesses are dismissed, when evidence is destroyed, when uncomfortable truths are buried, you don't get justice, you get a cover story. So tonight, family, we ask the question that has never been answered. What really happened to Kendrick Johnson? Because until the truth is fully exposed, this case is not closed, and Kendrick's story is not finished.
So what you are watching right here, let me stop this real quick. That these are a few emails that were listed under a video. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. That we found on YouTube that solidifies and validates the Fight Club allegation.
You haven't found a way to blow it up yet?
Is it not big enough? Let me see.
I don't know how it look on their end, but it's small. Yeah.
It's a little better. Okay. So these are kids that attended Lowndes County High School that are in utter shock about what was going down in that school.
If y'all pinch y'all screen, if y'all can blow it up. Like normally if you have to screenshot it and make it like a picture and do it, but y'all can, if y'all touch y'all screen and y'all can just move your hands up and down, it blows it up.
Only if you got an iPhone, I think, though. Oh, I don't know. I'm just.
I can read it out to them.
Well, I'm gonna read it. Okay. So one child said, "Why is this even allowed? You're talking about the Fight Club. Where the F are the teachers at? This is the same school that Kendrick Johnson died at, and it needs to be shut down." The respondee says, "You got a point. They should shut the gym down. It's actually mess or whatever. How I think he meant to say messed up. How these kids are in that school, and I have a feeling someone killed Kendrick Johnson." He's talking about the old gym where Kendrick was found unalived. They had built a new gym, but they left the old gym unattended. There was no teachers, no security, completely unattended. And then the other student says, "Yeah, they definitely did." And then another student said, "And that means that there were people who witnessed it and not saying nothing." They're 100% right. Let me see. There was another. Well, we'll get back to it. I'll stop it when I get back to it.
It's about patterns. When witnesses are dismissed, when evidence is destroyed, when uncomfortable truths are buried, you don't get justice, you get a cover story. So tonight, family, we ask the question that has never been answered. What really happened to Kendrick Johnson? Because until the truth is fully exposed, this case is not closed, and Kendrick's story is not finished.
Okay, so this one says, "It's no way that's the same place Kendrick died." The next student says, "Bruh, was that the same corner where Kendrick died?" So then they're recognizing the gym. Another student says, "Bruh, I was thinking the same SHIT. That means kids know what happened, but not saying shit. Why?" The next person says, "Yes, that's where the students go to fight at. He had a fight and got jumped and rolled up in the mat and left there." Go figure. The truth has been out there for over a decade. This video is 14 years long. Old. 14 years old. And I'm pretty sure there's more. And I know for a fact that Kendrick's demise was captured on somebody's camera.
Mm-hmm.
2026 is the year. Come forward. Let's get back into it.
In other words, his ultimate goal was harmony, and his ultimate goal was basically just to get through his day-to-day life. And I feel like probably the 6 months leading up to his death that this was very hard because of a fight club. Now, let me get back to what I just saw in his chart. He had a Venus, Mars, and Pluto in Scorpio with Pluto conjunct Mars. Had he been a female client of mine, I would have told him, watch the men in your life because one's going to try to kill you. Kendrick energy was very strong. He's very funny and he's very family oriented. And by funny, I mean the first thing he brings up is his sister and that he's still keeping that secret. And I got the impression, like, I'm like, what did she do? And I got the impression that she was dating somebody. And he was like, yeah, she's going to get in trouble if my family finds out she's dating that person. Now, I do know that there's a family that has two brothers that were also students at the same high school. And I do know that they were accused of it. It was brought into the court, the judge threw it out. Everybody just got rid of it. And it now stands closed again, if I'm correct. Okay, so it stands closed again. Now, the cause of death and what they ruled the death as, and this was so true. I was looking at one of the reports where it says that the death was positional asphyxiation, which, like that's like if a toddler falls between a couch chair and they don't have the strength to lift their head up and they suffocate, right? Toddler. That would be the operative word. A 17-year-old young man who is almost, fully grown is not going to climb up on a thing without, number one, if he's putting in himself head first, he's got to be up somewhere to get into the mat to get his shoe out, as they tried to say. And why is the mat not rolling over and him hitting the floor? Okay, so I can't stand on a chair without the thing wobbling. But of course, this mat just stood there and swallowed him up, and that's how he passed away. That's what they want you to believe. His parents are doing the correct thing for him. And that's 100% accurate as far as he feels it, because that is not how he died. First of all, what was going on in this high school was a fight club. So kids were getting betted on, or there were bets against who could beat who or who could do what. And it may not have been like literally an underground fight club, but if someone had a beef, people would take bets.
On January 10th, 2013, Kendrick Johnson walks into the Lowndes County High School gym, only to never be seen and heard from again. He disappeared without a trace. It was said that he walked into the gym alone, but that's not what the video evidence shows. On January 11th, 2013, Kendrick Johnson was found deceased in the gym at Lowndes County High School in a vertical standing, rolled up gym mat upside down and head first. The kids notice Kendrick is approaching the gym. Then what happens next appears to be an item handed off to the Caucasian kid.
Pay attention.
In the red shirt. The kid in all black walks away because he knows what is about to go down. Next, the white kid in the red shirt enters the gym right before Kendrick. Family, now I want you to watch it again.
So, yeah. So, guys, okay, check this out. You remember how we were trying to guess and we were trying to determine what the students were passing off to Kendrick Johnson? What if it was money that was being passed off? I think somebody said that on the last live, but what if it was money? What if it was them taking bets? Oh, hold on, Jack. I got you muted. There you go, sir. What do you think?
I was thinking that too.
It's
I
po-
was thinking that. Um, 'Cause you know, at first we was thinking it was a weapon or two,
right.
but that made sense though.
Okay. So, guys, I want you to pay special attention to the transaction that is happening in the hallway as Kendrick is approaching the old gym. And let's talk about it. Jenny seems to believe that's what it was.
Next, the black kid in white shirt, shorts, and red backpack relays the message to the kid waiting in the bathroom and said, "Come on, it's about to go down." The
Speculation,
black
guys.
kid in the striped shirt exits the bathroom, and the last three kids walked into the gym after Kendrick to either watch or participate. Family, what do you think they handed to the kid in the red shirt?
I think it was money now, guys, since we found the Fight Club. We're going to watch it one more time in slow motion. Kendra's walking up. They're handing off whatever they're handing off. Red shirt enters the gym. Kendrick walks behind. I still don't understand the motive of the strike.
And there was a real feeling with the person, and there was three people actually that are responsible for his death, but one who did the final blow. The reason the organs are missing, this is what he told me, is because somebody fucking hit him so hard in that area of the body that it would show the damage on the liver, and the damage on the liver would implement somebody. So I am not sure. Okay, let me word it this way. If I have a ring on and I hit somebody in the liver area, in the stomach area.
So what you're looking at is the top of the liver. This is an actual, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but this is an actual AI version of an autopsy photo that I have of Kendrick Johnson. This is what it looks like. You guys see the hemorrhaging over here? The liver lies about right here, the top of the liver. And that's what I was trying to show in the actual visual. So let me see if I can back it up a little bit. Let's take a look.
What he told me is
right here. That's where the contusion to liver area was on Kendrick's body. So the fact that she called that, and I don't know if she had the autopsy photos, I don't think that they're public, but it's a possibility. Not saying that she did, not saying that she didn't. But she did say liver area. So basically, this AI photo is of you guys showing the injuries of what Kendrick had on his body. That Dr. Marianne Gaffney Kraft allegedly totally dismissed and ignored. Okay. So she called that out.
because somebody fucking hit him so hard in that area of the body that it would show the damage on the liver, and the damage on the liver would implement somebody. So I am not sure. Okay, let me word it this way. If I have a ring on and I hit somebody in the liver area, in the stomach area, and I hit him so hard, is the imprint of my ring on there? Is something about my physicality on that part of the body? And if so, does it go all the way through to the internal organ? Because we had to get rid of those organs because they were evident. And this is going to come out before I even finish the rest. It's coming right into my head right now. So here it comes. Okay, so the 3 other boys and 1 female. So there's 3. The female didn't touch him. I mean, she may have, okay. She set him up to go with her because the 3 that were attacking him wanted to lure him in. There will be 1 death of one of the 3 male people who did this to him. It hasn't happened yet. It will happen by their own hand. Nobody's going to do it to them. They will take their own life and you will get your answer. That's actually what I'm hearing. So one of them will take their own life. And I think it's the person that did the final blow because they cannot take it. Okay. The whole investigation has been blocked and blocked and blocked because it's really weird. It literally is a fight club type of scenario. There was bullying. There was intimidation. There was every time you do this, we're going to slap you 75 times worse and shut you down because how dare you put your kid in a position with our kid. So it kind of is, it's more territorial than technically racist. It's more territorial. Okay. Like this is what we.
Did you guys hear that? The key point is it's more territorial than it is racist. What have we learned in the last couple of weeks? There were 3 black kids. We just seen them follow Kendrick into the gym, passing off items where I think it's money, right? Appearing, one hidden in the ducked off in the bathroom, appearing to be waiting on Kendrick to come down the hall so that he can enter into the gym. It's not a racially motivated crime, guys. And I say that with so much confidence. That race card was put there. Ashley Park, the current sheriff, put it there to divide the community, to separate you guys, to make you think that this is what it was about, to make the black people think, oh, those white people did it, and vice versa. That's not what this crime was about. And that's what caught my attention about this, because I figured it out. What? We both, right, Jay? About a week ago when we start analyzing these videos and we saw the 3 black kids walk in behind KJ, looking like they were plotting. We was like, this is not a race crime. But they played that card to divide Valdosta.
The system did that.
Yes. It was strategic.
You know something else I just thought about though?
Yes.
It's hard to even say that it was money being passed, because if it was money being passed, which would indicate bets going on, it wouldn't, like, I wouldn't bet on a fight that wasn't a fair fight. So it's hard for me to even put that.
I don't think that, like, we're gonna watch the fight video later. In this video, I don't think that they was anticipating. This is just my speculation though, that they were going to jump KJ, because if you look at the fight video, it was 1-on-1. If that makes sense. But we can't see what's being passed, right? So we're just putting.
Yeah, I know we just throwing it out there, but I don't see myself betting on something if it was wasn't gonna be a fair fight, or if I didn't know it wasn't gonna be a fair fight. It would have been some problems then, because we would have been fighting in that corner too. I'm trying to see how that would work if it was money though.
Right. You're just trying to understand what's going on, but then you see the pass off in the cafeteria. All you know is you see these
a bunch of passing off.
Right. Plotting against KJ, who must have been it. He had to be this it guy for all these kids to be plotting against him, wouldn't you think?
Mm-hmm.
He's standing in a lunch line by himself, unbothered. No, he's not worried about a soul. Even when Brian Bell allegedly pushed or injected, we have some people say injected him with whatever. He's like, shuck and jive, dip and move. And he kept standing there. Very, very good kid. All right, let's get back to it.
And you're an outsider. Audacity of Kendrick is what they're thinking, to come in and show everybody up with skill. So there was jealousy and envy directed at him, and that's what this was about. But it was also a fight club. Now there's drugs involved during this as well. I have said this because I've met so many young men in high school after raising two boys and meeting all their friends. Athletes shoot up steroids. If you're shooting up steroids, you're a drug addict. I know people don't like to hear that,
Brian
but
Bell's
you
a
don't
drug
think
addict.
clearly. You don't think clearly on steroids. You get big, you gain weight. The minute you stop the drug, that goes away and your natural form comes back. But you don't act rationally. The more steroids you take, the more weird you get. The more steroids you take, the more cocaine you do. And that's what I'm seeing. Okay. And I don't care how old they were. I don't care that they're in high school. I'm actually seeing that. So there was irrational thinking around him, meaning they targeted him and it was kind of irrational. Something happened to the liver area.
Okay, she's going to speak about the liver area again, but I wanted to point out how small Brian Bell was the year prior. You can actually see the physical change in his physique. Did you guys see that, or do you guys need me to rewind it? He was small and slinky, and then all of a sudden, next year, he's buff, big, neck on swole, looking like he missing a whole skull, but we're not going to get there. But yes, neck on swole, just swole up. You guys saw it. Brian Bell pre-steroids, allegedly. Brian Bell after steroids, allegedly. Let's get back into it.
Stomach, liver area. I'm pointing to my right side, left side, but liver area. Okay, something happened to that area of the body, and that's what caused the actual final blow. It was a fight club.
Clock it. So, guys, what you just saw was a short clippet that we happened to find last night. Well, as early this morning because I didn't sleep because a lot of times this whole case keeps me up all night. I have not slept in over 24 hours. It's a clip of that fight club that was present at Lowndes County High School in 2012 and 2013. 14 years ago. You see it for yourself. Not a teacher in sight. Bunch of students fighting. That's where those comments came from. Let's watch it one more time. Can Auntie get it perfect?
And that's what caused the actual final blow. It was a fight club.
I see the fight club. You see it. Now listen, look, take a look at this gentleman right here. He has a whole mask on. You see that, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
That lets you know there's no adults in that part of the school. This is the old gym. KJ died over here in this corner to the left. He has a mask on that covers his whole face. And I found out that KJ's death wasn't the only death at Lowndes High School that year. We'll get to that next section. But the fact that this kid right here has in a whole face mask. We don't know if he's a teacher, a coach, or what. Proves that he didn't want to be identified. Why? Because this is dangerous. If something happened to the other student, he didn't want to go to jail. Right? All type of possibilities. But the fact that this school knew that a fight club existed and did nothing, and they knew this is how KJ potentially, allegedly passed away, that he went into that gym under the guys like, because I heard KJ, he was pretty much unstoppable one-on-one. He had beat Brian Bells behind the year before. I heard he was a beast. Not only that, his best friend, his cousin, his bro, Solo. They set him up in the lunchroom the day before with some type of fight to get him suspended. Only to corner KJ the next day by himself. Premeditated. Illegal. Or this kid right here wouldn't have a full face mask on. Am I right, Jay?
You're right.
Come on now. Think about it. Full face mask.
So he was beaten up, he was kicked, kind of stomped on, beaten up, and it was intentional. It was not an accident. It was
KJ standing in the lunch line by himself, unbothered. He knew he was the shit. They knew he was the shit. That's why they had to take his other part out, his cousin Solo, out of the equation to be able to take him down. Premeditated. Nobody else in that lunch line is standing solo. Kendrick is, and he's watching his back. Street smarts. He's looking around, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's scoping his surroundings. That's what a hood kid does. We don't look in the hole in the map and be like, oh, well, I might get down. Let me go chimney down there and see. Let me play Santa Claus. We don't do that. We are not that adventurous. Because the environments we were raised in, the circumstances, the continuous racism that we have endured since our first memory, our thought process is to go away from danger, not go into danger. Ash Patino, Lowndes County Sheriff Department, FBI Atlanta, Dr. Marianne Gaffney Craft, that's your name, Ashley Paulk, Chris Prime, Mike Adams, Stride Jones, Rick Bell, Brian Bell, Brandon Bell, all lies. We're not going into the mat. Are we going into the mat, nephew?
Man, we finna push that thing down and get our shoes and get up out of there.
Or we're going to keep the gym shoes we have on our feet and we'll see you next time, right? Come on now.
We definitely ain't finna go down that mat just to get those shoes and
we ain't going.
Push it down or pull it down.
I know it for a fact if KJ had on Stacey Adams, he still wouldn't go get them gym shoes. He'd have been balling, hooping, wrestling, whatever he's going to do in them Stacey Adams. Because mama would have beat that off of us. Period, point blank. Let's keep going.
Not a cover-up. They did it to stop him, to beat the competition. And they used a female friend to lure him into the space and to concoct anger so that they could justify what they did. In other words, in order to justify their freaking behavior, they brought this girl in to set him up. And by set him up, I mean she acted like she was interested in him. She probably was interested in him. but they sent her there, and then that was enough for them to go off in their little head.
Shout out to setting
The
what's in
whole
the building.
investigation has been blocked. The whole investigation for yourself, especially in a circumstance like this, because obviously these organizations can't be trusted, and neither can the police department, and neither can the FBI. No organization like that can be trusted. They know he didn't suffocate in a gym,
and we know it too.
I do feel, now I'm going to say this, this is also very weird. All right. So the two people accused of it by the family, okay? So the two brothers accused of it. There's a third person involved with that too. I don't know who that person is. He's not a relative, but there's like three of them involved. And I do feel like one of the accused by the parents is responsible for the final blow. And I do feel like it's a drug-induced type of thing, like too much steroids, like that roid rage shit that people do. Meanwhile, keep in mind, you are shooting up. If you are shooting up, and you're not that naturally talented because you have to rely on drugs just to get where you want to get, you know what kind of person you are. So if you lose your mind, it's no different than saying I was drunk, I ran over 14 people. You lost your mind and you did something you wouldn't do in your right mind because you're under the influence. That's what I'm seeing happening. Not thinking right, but let's take it back even farther. Why do these boys not think right? There's three of them. Why do they not think right? What's going on? Why is this fight club?
I want you guys to pay special attention to what Sloan is about to say, because I said the same thing about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said the same exact thing. Please pay special attention to what Sloan is about to tell you, because this is going to break down the psychological impact that Rick Bell had on his two kids, Brandon and Brian. Let's go.
Energy, like rah rah, we're the best kind of energy coming, because this is what he's showing me. So where does that come from? It comes from the direction of the person above them, which would be the parental figures and the masculine parental figure and above them. This is in a society in that little town. I guess it's Valdosta, Georgia. This is in a society. This is how they are societally. So there's like a class type of rulership there, where if you're better at something, you're being squashed because these people are the best and we're going to look up to them. We're not going to have any interlopers come in here and be better. It's literally that stupid. Okay. It's literally that stupid. So I'm asking, what's following the family that this can't be solved correctly? Like, why is this not being?
Again, it's not a hate crime. It's not a race crime. Well, it's a hate crime, but it's not a race crime. If you get my grip. We saw the 3 black kids plotting, passing off objects, following KJ in the gym, even though Dr. Lion-ass Gaffney Kraft said that he went there alone, along with Mike Adams, Tri Jones, Chris Prime, the current sheriff, FBI agent, Rick Bell, and everybody else. We seen he didn't go in there alone. This is not a hate crime. Well, it's a hate crime, but it's not a race crime.
Solved, because it's very obvious to me it's not the way that it's being described. So why can't this be solved? What is happening? So what I'm getting, oh my gosh, okay, sorry, okay. The reason that there is no evidence towards this is because everybody is protecting the honor of that because he's already dead. That's what I hear. He's already dead, so we don't want to bring other people down. But I'll tell you something about that. Sometimes you think you get away with something,
not
and you get
going to do it
free in the moment over here, and then years later, decades later, 4 or 5 decades later, it can overwhelm you, and you can boom, take your own life. And that's what I see happening. The people who targeted him to begin with in this fight club, the only way I can word it, let's fight people, let's do it, let's prove it. And they're gaining energy and power. That's a spiritual concept, and I don't know if they're even aware of it, but it just gives them a gain of energy, and this is what I see them wanting to do. So they gain energy and they gain power. So, and what I'm seeing is the family, the big family, the family that we all must bow down to, and that's what I'm actually seeing. And there's actually 4 families like that. So this first family over here, energetically, is targeting Kendrick's family. So they are being targeted even though they are acting like a victim. If your kid ends up dead in a gym mat, in a gymnasium, and you don't fight the school board, the police, the parents of the kids that you know were there, then there's something wrong with you as a parent. His parents are doing the correct thing. 100%. Keep doing it. You will get your answers. Keep doing it. They are lying to you. Keep doing it. Okay. It was not an accident. He did not climb in that thing. How about the gym mat? How about we say somebody rolled him up in the gym mat after the fact? And I believe, and this happens so much, I want to say he passed away the day before and then was transported there. I don't even feel like that's where he died.
Hey, now I gotta come on camera for this. Remember when I posted about 7 days ago and everybody thought I was crazy, probably, that Bill Watson, the coroner of Lowndes County, Valdosta, whatever, said that he arrived at the crime scene on January the 10th. Not only was he there, that 911 was also there. The EMS was on January the 10th. Listen to what she just said. Because I know for a fact there's no way Bill Winston's going to write January the 10th on this form multiple times as a coroner if he wasn't there.
Said the same thing we talked about.
Right. We got critical thinking, baby. And I learned that from Jaguar Wright, which she was here. You'll see what I'm saying. Critical thinking. The coroner put on the coroner report, I was there January 10th. 911 was there January the 10th. I'm going to subpoena their records. He signed this form. But they told us that Kendrick Johnson was found January the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something else I'm trying to find so I can prove to you that 911 was there on January the 10th. It is a 911 call out there somewhere. Because I heard it.
I heard it too.
That said that 911 EMS was called to the gym on January the 10th for cardiac arrest, not for a dead body. See, what they did was forgot to update their form. Call me as conspiracy theorists. They're just all you want. I will say that I see the world differently. I look at the Epstein files. I listen to Jaguar Wright. I look at the industry. I look at law enforcement, the cover-ups, all differently. If Bill Watson said not once, but multiple times through the autopsy coroner, or not autopsy, but coroner's report, that he signed, signature right there, signature right here, that it was January 11th, right here. January 10th, sorry. Paramedics reporting to 911 call January 10th. Time unknown. Date notified. He has the January 11th. But up here, date, time, last alive, January 10th. And even on another page, January 10th. You better believe he was there on both days, and that's why they didn't call him the next day until 6 hours later after the discovery, the official public discovery, because he already knew. And he was really mad about it. He didn't want to go through with the cover-up. That's why he has all these nefarious ass comments through his report. The crime seems compromised. It's contaminated. He was mad. They made me put this here because he wanted to stand on his integrity, but he was outnumbered. Paramedics responding to 911 call 1/10/2013. Okay. Even put a typo here on purpose, if you ask me. Body released for autopsy 1/14/2014. Future year. As I said the last time we were on live, we do struggle in January with the years, but we don't struggle with the future. We're trying to type the previous year because that's what we've been typing the last 12 months, right? Cool. Genius. I said what I said. Critical thinking. Jag right. Jag Nation, Jag Country. Let's do it. Let's go.
Get that he died underneath, I would almost say underneath the bleachers, but underneath we're hidden from view like an awning underneath. So underneath the bleachers is what I want to say. This is where that kid died. He didn't die in the mat because he suffocated stupidly because he fell in head first because he's an idiot. Okay, I just can't. I can't. I'm like, he's just laughing because I'm incensed by this. And his energy is like, yeah, my family never believed that. Nobody believes it. It's a waiting game of chess. It's a waiting game of chess. And I know the other family is responding back, and I guess that's what they have to do at the same time. Like, it's something that they need to do in order to preserve what their belief system is. But you can't really expect that to continue on, and it's not. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. One of the three young men,
right now.
the two brothers, and there is a third party man, separate family. One of those three will take their vengeance out on themselves. That's the way I'm going to word it. Also, the young man, they came forward with a tape with somebody confessing on it, and they called him crazy, and they brought up his drug history, and they brought up this, and they brought up that, and they brought up la 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 la. All of that still doesn't make him a.
Okay, so she is speaking of Ryan Domek Hernandez. If you're on my Facebook page, I have actually posted his sworn affidavit, not just a letter, testimony that was entered into the court. How he told the judge what Brandon Bell, the big brother Brian Bell, did. And he's 100% right. Just because he may have struggled with drugs or whatever doesn't mean that his testimony was wrong. Because you know what he did? He popped this shit, went on down to Ash Patino's podcast and passed that polygraph test. Listen, if you have not read that sworn affidavit, go read it because he broke it down line by line. Brandon Bell, who's the big brother of Brian Bell, who is the one who allegedly hit Kendrick Johnson with the final blow, with the weight that I found in the gym, buried under a volleyball net with blood on it, allegedly. They stalked, hung him down, threw him in jail, didn't give him no bond, put fake charges on him. And he popped his shit and he passed the polygraph. Justice is coming. I don't give a crap what anybody says. Justice is coming. But she's talking about Ryan. He didn't give a recording. That's Dalton. She's talking about Ryan. We ain't got the Dalton yet. I'll break his stuff down in a different video, probably this week coming up. He's the one that gave the recording. My question to you, Lowndes High School, Lowndes County Sheriff's Office, why do you spend so much money, time, sweat to discredit witnesses instead of validating their statements? Your time is up. Let's go.
Liar. Doesn't make him a liar. Makes him bringing evidence with a history of bad behavior due to trauma is what it makes him. And what if you are children of a very dominant male narcissist? I'm just asking. This is hypothetical. And you're children of this very dominant, my kids are the best because I'm the best. I lived through my kids, and like the Menendez brothers, okay? And you're the kids of a guy like that. You're going to do whatever it takes when you're a teenager to get the love and attention you need from that man, even if it breaks you, and it will break one of them. It will break them. In the end, it's going to break them. So this case will.
So this is why I'm saying to Brandon Bell, Brian Bell, Ryan Bell, I mean not Bell, Ryan Hall, or Matt Moody, or whoever else. It's time for you to come forward. It's time for you to tell the truth. It's time for you to get peace. Because I do wholeheartedly believe that you were raised in this monstrous household to where you had to live up to your dad's or your friend's dad's expectations. Brandon Bell, that's why you crashed out so many years and you told the truth. Under the influence. Brian Bell, I really kind of think that you wanted to tell the truth. It's not too late. Come forth. Do the right thing. Let God show you leniency. Let God give you grace and mercy. Because if you don't, just like what Stone just said, one of you guys is gonna take yourselves out. And Brian Bell, we all know allegedly that you rendered the final blow. So if you're listening, and I believe you are, come forth.
Be solved definitively, and it's not yet. I'm jumping ahead to 2 more years, but I do feel like the female that was the honeypot, the girl that went out for the date, I do feel like she knows but doesn't know for sure. She was just asked to date him as a decoy to make their aggression seem normal. It's not normal. And they totally set Kendrick up because they were jealous of his ability. They were jealous of his appearance. They were jealous and they targeted him. This is an undercurrent of jealousy when you don't measure up, and he measured up. He was going to surpass them all and they had to squash it. Problem is, you can't get away from that in this life. And the family of the people who did this to Kendrick, their family has.
Okay, listen. So little legs, little shorts, little shorts, black socks, a hoodie, and a long sleeve jacket, little legs. I'm gonna call them little legs, y'all. He think he's slick. Those are draws. Those are not even shorts. These are draws. Now when little legs and black socks come back out of whatever room that they were in which I believe is the weight room, you will see that little legs and black socks will have his black socks in his hand and some black shorts that are longer than these little boxers with white stripes. Little legs is watching his back. Little legs, whoever you are, we see your face clearly. You will be identified. Watch little legs, y'all. Watch little legs. That's what I call them, little legs.
People who did this to Kendrick, their family has. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry, I'm seeing it. Their family has.
That's the little legs.
Their family, as I was about to say.
No socks on his feet. They in his hands. Go ahead and back this up for you. See little legs. He no longer have on the black.
Their family.
You see the shorts with the white stripes right there. Mm-hmm. Not only that, it looks so odd. Why do you have on a hot hoodie, a red jacket on top of your hot hoodie, with shorts? Come on.
Bare feet.
Bare feet. With your socks in your hand. And this dude, watch the bag. Go back and watch this video. Brandon Bell, right here. There's dark clothes in that bag. Not light clothes. God gives wisdom. God gives wisdom. Let's go.
Has the camera just shut off randomly. Their family, as I was about to say, has a legion of demons that follow and go after. Now, let's back it up for people that think that that's crazy talk and nonsense. The family of the people who killed Kendrick Johnson have energetic ancestral ties to entities and familiars on the.
I always wanted to know who Pink Shirt was. We gotta identify who Pink Shirt is, okay? Because he's seen it. You get me, Jay? Pink Shirt. You didn't see Pink Shirt?
Wind it back a little bit. I was rolling my darn eyes.
This right here is the head of Pink Shirt. Pink Shirt. You seen it. We're going to identify you, sir. Contact me. Let's make a deal.
Right there.
That's Pink Shirt. This is it. Watch.
Ancestral ties.
Pink Shirt.
Oh,
yeah. You see that?
Yep.
Pink Shirt. Let's go.
To entities and familiars on the other side dimensionally that are not in human form. And they protect the reputation, I guess, of this family. So when you come up against this family, you come up against them, not just the family. So, and I don't know that the family would know this because it's ancestral. It's handed on down. It's handed through pregnancy, through both sides, and the union, the marriage, and the children. It's handed all the way down. This is part of the problem. This is what we're dealing with. This is the issue. This is what's happening. So when we're looking at it, I want you to look at it from that perspective. Energetically, Kendrick had no chance against them. They targeted him for a good 6 months prior to his passing. So halfway through, so like April of the year prior to his passing, which would be 2012, they targeted him. They set him up, and they set up a narrative to justify trying to kick his ass, trying to whoop his butt, trying to get after him. Okay. And they did it successfully a few times before that. But this time it was complete out of control. Oh my God, I punched her in the face. Do you guys remember that God, there was something here in Los Angeles where there was like a drunken fight at a ball game, and one viewer punched another one in the face, and the guy hit his head and died. I mean, not died, brain damaged. And the brain damage made him not right. Like he couldn't go back to work. He couldn't raise his kids. He was like kind of off. That was a drug-induced fight that caused bodily injury. And so was this. This fight club, the reason that they thought about fighting was because of the steroids. So the roid rage this is what they do. They come out and they fight. This is what the problem was. So when I'm looking at the energy of it, I can see what orchestrated it. And they are very bad liars, by the way. They're all very bad liars. People know that they did this and people are ignoring it. The family is shunned, but not shunned enough because they have power and everybody's afraid. This is why people have to stop being afraid. You have to stand up in the face of other people. It will be found out. There is Kendrick is very sweet. I don't know whose birthday is coming up, but he's down on one knee and there's a birthday cake. I wonder if there's a young kid in the family somewhere, but he's down on one knee with a birthday cake and there's a candle and he's wishing them a happy birthday from the other side. So somebody's birthday is like literally right now. We're in August, we're whatever this is, middle of August. So I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing that he understands what happened and it wasn't actually his time to die. These people usurped their boundaries and took him out. It was one of the exit points, but not the one that he was choosing to do. So this is not done yet. The reverberation of it is not done. He wants his family to find peace, especially his mom. He wants her to find peace, but no mother's going to find peace because you want those people found and you're still not going to have peace. So no matter what happened to your kid's dead, you're not going to have peace. I understand that. But he wants his mom to have peace. So proud of them for speaking up, especially his mom. She wouldn't let go of it. Still hiding secrets, holding secrets from his sister from a way long time ago. It's very cute. Showing me kind of the interaction between them. And really sorry for disappointing his father. I feel like I feel like maybe him and his dad were at odds about something before he passed. Not huge odds, but he's sorry for disappointing you during that time frame.
We don't know that to be true.
Like what happened will come out, and people know what happened. Shame on every single person that writes nonsense in a government agency report. Like, you're paid by taxpayer dollars, are you not? So do your work for the people instead of trying to shut it down. The minute they say it was an accidental death, that shuts down investigation. That stops everything. And the minute they say it was accidental, when you bring up something else, it's even hard to fight that in court because you seem crazy. They're not crazy. They're accurate. It was not an accident. It was intentional. And the word is Fight Club. There were bets taken. There was stuff that went on behind the scene. There's adults. There's school teachers. There's principals that know what went on without knowing fully, and all thought it was for the betterment of the area. Oh yeah, if we do this, it's for the betterment of the area. Yeah. No bueno. Not good. Not true. Not true. Repercussions for every single person, and there's like 16 of them, not that caused it, but 16 people that stepped in the way and moved things like Lego blocks just slightly off so that the truth couldn't be found. The truth always comes out. The truth always comes out. It's not a conspiracy, it's the truth. They were conspiratorial in hiding the evidence and just taking what happened at the time, because they didn't want to ruin other teenagers, but they were perfectly okay with letting a family mourn their son and not know what happened to him, but get an inkling. Pretty much everyone knows what happens. The time frame that I'm seeing, okay, this is 2024. I'm looking in my head on a map to see if I can get a time, 2027. And I feel like it's going to start with the death of one of the three in the Fight Club. That's the way I'm going to end this. This is my first video on Kendrick Johnson and his passing in 2013 in a gym at a high school in Valdosta, Georgia. And once again, my name is Sloan from SloanBella.com.
Thank you so much, Sloan. We appreciate your content. What you're about to hear is a songography. Now, what I do is I write songs, stories in song version. There are many biographies or many stories in song versions, and I make songs out of them. After that, we out of here. I love you. Let's listen to the songography. Let's enjoy. Please listen to the words. The words tell the story. The words tell the story.
Family. Silence don't protect nobody. Speak up. Truth been knocking on doors for years. If you saw something, if you heard something, this is your moment.
Yeah, if you know something, speak up. If you saw something, don't freak up. Truth don't die, let it wait on the judge. If a kid or Johnson, I rise up. If you know something, speak now. You get heavy when you sit down. God see y'all can't have no motion from 3 to 10 years old. All for the quiet revolution rising. Be respectful, our floation rising. Be respectful, your fears ain't like gold. Be respectful, your foes ain't like diamonds. 17 years old, on them all day. Stop thinking, no problem. You say as it is. Don't go just say, shouting. If it's your God, you can know. Somebody lies, somebody got something I can talk. Another gym and erase the scene. You can't run with a guilty conscience. See, always fool, just head full. Trash bag full of dog stain. Dark stain pain. Somebody know, really now, now. If you know something, speak up. If you saw something, don't freeze up. Truth don't die, there's a waste on the judge. If a Kendrick Johnson, rise up. If you know something, speak now. Silence been killing this whole town. God see y'all can't hide no more. Just a knocking at the door right now. I'm a crying prayers in the midnight hour. Daddy still standing, but the weight got heavier. Years go by, but the wounds stay fresh. But it don't heal when the truth suppressed. Witness whisper, then disappeared. Somebody told them don't go there. The silence ain't neutral, the sides were wrong. Every quiet mouth, and justice live on. If you was there and you turned away, if you laughed it off, if you heard him say, this song ain't here to judge your soul. It's here to tell you it's not too late to be whole.
Fear kept you quiet, but truth will set you free. Hey. God already know. History already watching. What side you gonna stand on?
Fight club rumors, ocean walls. Everybody knew, but nobody called. Faculty silent, staff looked away. Now whole community gotta carry that weight. You can't bury truth on the concrete floors. You can't lock God out with closed case doors. Was done in the dark, coming to light. In this generation, they scared to fight. If you know what's there, if you know what you saw, if you heard the name in them locker room halls, it's your chance to rewrite your part. Speak now.
Before truth, speak for God.
If you know something, speak up. If you saw something, stand up. Truth don't die, but your waste on the justice for Kendrick Johnson, rise up. If you know something, speak now. No more fear, no more breakdown. God see y'all can't hide no more. Just looking at the door right now. Justice is coming. Truth is rising. And Kendrick's name won't be forgotten. If you know something, speak up.